Alrighty. Fellas. This is something I've never done before. Yo, not alien, what's up, bro? This is something I've never done before, and it's something I've always wanted to learn how to do. And I saw a YouTube short on this game that it's like a farming simulator, and I love farming simulators. Like I like Roblox Tycoon games. I play those all the time. Took your discovery flight yesterday? Like piloting flight? Good shit, dude. Congrats. But yeah, so this is a farming simulator game that teaches you how to code in Python, I believe is what it is. And supposedly Python is one of the most used languages in coding. So I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm going to stream / record, because, you know, I stream and make records, and maybe I'll make like a video out of it, because I've been getting so many game dev things on my YouTube feed, and I really want to make a game, like a simple game. And I was like, what better way to learn than to farm and learn? So I'm going to try to start this up. Dude, I have a few. Hey, Willie G with the resub. I added you in Discord because I found a sick Rust server that I wanted to play, Will, by the way. But now I'm going to do this for a bit. Maybe we can play later. I don't know, but all right. 4-month streak of being sub, dude. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all right. I'm going to start a game. Wait. I did. Sorry, wait. Trash that. New game. We'll say the beginning. Or no, we'll say, I don't know. What do I say? Stream. Okay, stream. New game. I just started. Oh, okay. There we go. Give you like 20. All right. Well, I'm gonna be doing this for like maybe 2 hours. Okay. Then we'll play it tomorrow. Will it wiped today the server? So I'm not worried about it. But it's a sick ass server. The map is like pretty small too, so PvP is gonna be tough. But all right. So I did the first function, just starting this game, and I was like, all right, this seems kind of sick. I'm gonna stream it. So I do know how to run the first function, which is harvest. Oh shit. That. Then you run this function and your little drone. So all you do is you control this drone. I don't know about this guy yet. And there's a tech tree. So once you harvest, like a simple while loop. While true harvest. Okay, so I just put harvest. Oh wait, this is a new thing. Unlock a simple while true dot harvest. Okay, wait, we'll try this. But yeah, so harvest is every time I click here, it harvests. DM you the server. All right, back. 1 second. Fuck. Actually, I don't know the name. Okay. All right. So we're back to this. Yeah, it's vanilla. I just DM'd you what it is. It's not modded, it's vanilla. Okay, so this is the first thing. Every time you click, it runs this function harvest, right? Simple, my brain can comprehend this. And in the trailer of this game, it gets like a lot more complex. Like the drone like moves around and shit like that. Like obviously I'm gonna have to learn how to code that, but so we harvest. I can click this as many times as I want. I get wheat, clearly. Pretty Pretty freaking simple and self-explanatory, right? I have no idea what the most you can have on your team. It's vanilla, so I'm assuming UI is 8. Okay. But this, obviously, we don't want to click all the time. So we got a little bit of wheat. So now, we're going to try while true, I think is what it said. While true. So if we do that, there's enough indentation. Unlock loops. Must be unlocked before this can be used. Oh, we needed 5 wheat to unlock it. Okay, wait, while loop. You have unlocked the while loop and the value true and false. The while loop keeps executing the loop body as long as the condition is true. While conditions, hashtag loop, okay. Don't worry about creating infinite loops. The delay in the execution will prevent the program from freezing. For beginners, perhaps you have already tried to put several harvests. I haven't, I only did one. Calls in a row. Actually, we're going to try that first and just see. Oh. We do that. Okay, harvest twice. Pretty self-explanatory. So now if we try, well, true? There's not enough. Okay, sorry, indentation. Do that. There we go. So it loops. So now we're going to have this just harvesting while we... Ooh, wow, that one's expensive. Oh, here we go. I was trying to bring up this page again. Okay, because I didn't read it. For beginners, we tried doing that in a row. Nice. This allows you to harvest several times in one program run. However, it would be nice to harvest more than 3 times, and writing the same code multiple times is bad practice. The solution is a loop. A loop allows you to run the same code multiple times. The while loop takes a condition which is a logical value that can only be in 2 states, true or false. Such a value is called a Boolean value. The loop then executes the code inside the loop until the condition is false. The while loop looks like this. While condition. Did I need a right condition? Might be fun to play, super boring to watch, bro. All good, dude. If you don't want to watch it, that's all good. Did it wrong. I was supposed to unlock the other one first. I did. I just unlocked it now. Yeah, if you don't want to watch, by all means, it's not your niche. It's not my niche either. This is not a normal stream that I do. This is for me. You know, I'm trying to learn how to code. And if I get somebody who like loves coding, scrolling through Twitch and like pops in and watches it, that'd be really sick, you know? And he could give me some pointers and stuff. Obviously, I'm doing the really rudimentary shit right now. Okay. You can simply write true, right? False is the constant Boolean value that will always be false. So you can, while false, do a flip. Or while true, do a flip. Do a flip? Wait. We'll make it harvest and then do a flip. So we do that. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It harvests and then does a flip. We'll get rid of that and just do that, and it should harvest on repeat. Yeah, okay. First, okay. Normally creating an infinite loop is a bad idea because it will freeze the program, but in this game, there are delays between each iteration of the loop. So it will cause the drone to keep doing a flip until you manually stop it by pressing the execute. Okay, perfect. So we figured that out. Let's unlock our next thing in the tech. Hats. Oh, I spelled hats wrong. Look at me go. There we go. Do that. We have a purple hat now. You should take my advice that you gave me yesterday. What was your advice? What, to kill myself? Delete that. All right. Now we have a purple hat now. Oh, shit. Whoa. I didn't realize I could do that. That's sick. Okay, now our thing's purple. It's going to stay purple. You didn't say that? What was your advice? I don't remember what it was. Okay, we have a purple hat now. And we're going to run that so it keeps doing that. On to the next thing. We'll increase the yield of grass. Oh, this goes to, okay. What am I getting? I'm getting 2 per harvest now. Okay. Now we'll do this. Speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvests at all. I didn't realize that we weren't getting anything. Touch some fucking grass? Dude, I'm harvesting grass, all right? It's better than touching grass. To deal with this, if branch... Oh, okay. I was like, yo, this does not make sense. To deal with this, if branches and the can harvest function are now unlocked. Checking before harvesting. So far, we only had true and false as conditions, which is, of course, not very useful with if. The new function can harvest provides a better condition. Can harvest returns true if the plant under the drone can be harvested and false otherwise. So if can harvest, we'll get rid of this. We'll write if can harvest. Oh, we need that there. We'll put harvest. Does that work? No. That colon is expected there. Wait, I think we need to do it like this. Save up your wheat for a little? Yeah, but I don't have the function running. It was going too fast for me to do it, so give me a second. I need to figure it out so I can save it up. If can harvest. What was it? It was just harvest, right? Like this. No colon there. It says if can harvest and it has a colon. So do I need to do it like this? Oh, wait, it needs to be capital, huh? Well, there we go. While true. Oh, shit. What just happened? There we go. Oh. Okay. So we got this going again now. Okay. This is our very basic function. Returns true or false. The statement is now if true or if false. Okay, wait. If can harvest false. Do a flip. Oh, that was not. Okay, that's not going to work. I'll just get rid of that. I think I overstepped my boundaries. All right, we'll let this run for a little bit while we harvest. And unlock planting. All right, we'll expand the farm. That's good. Oh, shit. So this was the if stuff. I already did all that. So now we have this. Okay. Your farm has grown. The space is not much use if you can't move the drone. So there's a new function, move, that moves the drone. Okay. Move requires that you specify the direction in which you want the drone to move. There are 4 new constants for this: north, east, south, and west. For example, move north will move the drone 1 square to the north. Pretty fucking simple, right? All right. If you move over the edge of the farm, the drone will be moved to the other side of the farm. So like if we move off, it'll just pop back. And okay. Keep moving the drone north and wrap back to the side. Okay, so if I'm moving it north this way and it moves off the farm, it'll appear back here and just move like boop, 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 boop. I think. While true, move north. Harvest. So it'll harvest, move north. Boom. Type shit. Type shit. Okay, so we got that down. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. Type shit. All other plants have to be planted with the plant function. Farm 1000 hay. Look at that. All right, Will, have a good one, dude. All right, we're going to move this to the side so you guys can see our little drone going on here. The only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You could pass the type of plant you want to the plant to the function like this. Plant entity bush. It'll plant a bush under the drone. Call clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. Seems that if you grow more than one type of plant on the farm, you get a higher yield. Okay. So let's edit our function here. So it says while true, if can harvest, harvest, and then move north. So it'll harvest, move north. Harvest, move north. Okay, so what I'm going to do this, and then one more time. But on this one, we're going to do if can harvest, harvest, obviously, right? We want it to harvest. But if it can't, fuck, wait, I'm lost now. If we want it to harvest, if it can harvest, but then we want it to plant entities dot bush. Works like a charm. That actually worked out on the first go. That's crazy. Okay. I don't know what it's doing. It like starts to grow a grass. Water level 0. Ground grassland. Okay, that's sick though. So now we're getting hay and wood. Call clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. Okay. All right, we're done with that. Okay, now we're getting into some confusing shit here. Tools to help with debugging programming. Print high. This unlocks like some other stuff too, so. Should we just unlock a bigger farm? It expands it to a 3x3. We'll do that. Now we have a big one. Oh, it's got to be capital, huh? South. Okay, now if we run this, it should go up to... Oh, wait, I'm so dumb. Huh. Okay. South is the opposite of north. We'll do west. Now we run that. So it's harvest, move west. Boom. Move west. Boom. 2, 3. All right, perfect. That's our little function up there working. So while it does that, let's figure out what we want to get here. Till the soil and plant the carrots. Feed the chickens. Lick the lizard, tickle the monkey, you know what I'm saying? If not, can harvest. Why would you need to do and 1 + 1 = 4 divided by 2? Not understanding this. We'll unlock that one later. A lot of math in this one. Oh, because costs. Oh, wait. Get cost. Unlock. Automatically unlock things. Unlock mega farm. Okay. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I'm overshooting right now. For now, let's just unlock carrots. Before you can plant carrots with plant entity carrot, you have to till the soil. This will change the ground to ground.soil. To till the soil, simply call till. Calling till again will change it back to grounds grassland. Planting carrots costs wood and hay. These items will be automatically removed when calling plant entity.carrot. Okay, to plant a carrot, it costs 1 wood and 1 hay. Okay. Okay, so let's edit our little function here. So now on the second one here, we want to till and plants entities dot caret. Is if can till a thing? Okay, so we'll just do it like this. The if can till was clearly stepping out of my boundaries. But I think it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna until it. The following outputs the output text. Cannot plant entities carrots on ground grassland. Yes, understandable. So it'll just become grass again. That's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna let that slide for now. That we have a little warning, and clearly it's not running in like the best possible way, but it's running, right? We get a carrot every other go, and then we get grass, which is fine. I think we're gonna need a lot of grass anyway for sure. I don't know. All right. Next thing to unlock. We could expand the farm even more. This will make it a 4x4, which means we're gonna have to add in another function. Or we don't actually. Let's just do that, and let's just let it do its thing. I think it'll make a decent little pattern. Yeah, it will. Okay, it's running. Sorry, I was like just watching my creation. That was kind of cool. I need 50 carrots now. Yikes. Okay, we'll do this. We'll read this. Sometimes your code just doesn't work and you need to find out why. There are a couple of tools to help you do that. The first is to execute the program step by step. You can go into step by step mode with the button next to it. Oh, type shit. Look at that happen. Okay, we'll just let that keep running. Breakpoints can be added by clicking on the breakpoint panel to the left of the code. Oh, wait. Then it pauses. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. When execution reaches the line where the breakpoint is, it will automatically switch to the step-by-step mode. When you move your mouse over a variable, its current value is displayed. I don't know. Print function can also be very useful. It will write any value passed to it directly into the array. Example, print 0.24. Print, okay, nice. Print true or false. Print can harvest. What? Wait, it's gotta be. False. So it can't harvest where it is. Damn, why does it print up there? That's kind of sick. Okay. That's cool. Yo, what's up? What is the farming game? It's called. Yes, I want to delete that. It's called. What's it called? Fuck. The Farmer Was Replaced, and it's designed to teach you Python. This is my first time ever trying to code, so if you have any advice on that, let me know. But this is my code so far. Look at this. Plant some things. Why does it feel like my whole thing is becoming tilled land? What just happened? Oh, it's when I ran this step by step. I fucked it up, didn't I? Okay, wait. Wait, pause this. Let me get rid of this. If can harvest, harvest. Okay, I fucked up my thing. Okay, hold up. We'll add in another one real quick. Harvest. Okay, and then before we run this, we're gonna do cleared it all back to grass. Now if we run this, it should go back to the normal pattern it was on. All the best on future coding. Thank you, man. I'm gonna need it. I heard this shit is hard as hell. If can harvest. Harvest till plant entity caret. Why is it not planting the entity caret? Fuck. Fucked up. Fucked up something. Okay, wait, we'll stop it. Why is it not tilling? Clearing the plot again. So it should, when it gets to a plot, if it can harvest right here, figured it out. Figured it out. Didn't move north. Okay. So looking at my code, 1, 2, 3, 4 moves north. So that gets it one line. And then it moves west once it does one line this way or this way. And then so it'll become here. And then it moves north again, which then means it comes here and it just goes through the cycle. Now it should work. Tilled, planted. Perfect. Okay. It's working. Okay, I still need to figure out how to make it so it'll just like examine that it's tilled land and then plant a carrot instead of I don't know, actually. If can harvest, till, plant. Okay. There we go. All right, it tilled again. So we are getting carrots just slowly. We'll figure that out. Okay, now let's finish reading this. Print the current position. Okay. Print function, print function. Function. The print function prints the value directly into the air and to the output page. Writing into the air can sometimes be a bit slow if you want to print a lot of values. In this case, you can use quick print function, which prints only to the output window. Okay. The output window also, I'm assuming this is the output window. Yeah, this seems like it. For the full output, see output text. Whoa. Well, that pulled up actual something. Okay. Let me just pause this real quick. Just do quick print hello. What did I do wrong? Does it have to be lowercase? Maybe a function. Does it have to be a number? Oh, there we go. Okay. So it has to be a number. It can't print. Oh, wait. I know it has to be this. There has to be parentheses for it to be words, right? Yeah, okay. I know that. There we go. Okay, so we figured out how to print the output window. Perfect. All right, we read all that. Let's start up our little function again. Let's watch it harvest some beautiful crops. Type shoot. Look at that. Look at that, guys. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I want to stop this. I want to do clear. Okay, now he's back in this corner. Now I want to start from the corner because it should make perfect lines now. We'll keep this little clear function right here in the corner. Just because it seems like I use it a lot. There we go. Now it's going to make perfect lines. I had one extra move north in there, so it made it a triangle. Okay, now it's going to make perfect lines. Okay. Cannot plant entity carrot on ground grassland. Yeah, I know. Okay. I don't know how to fix that, though. I really don't. So it gets there. It says can harvest. Oh, wait. Wait, it's not even harvesting the carrots. It's just tilling the land and getting rid of the carrots. So I forgot to put harvest in there. We need to harvest the carrots. So then it should harvest, till, and then plant another one on this clear function. Okay, so it tilled it. We need to watch it do one whole round. Okay, once it gets here, we'll see if it works. It should harvest. Oh, and then it retilled it. Fuck. Okay, it's because it retills it. It needs to be like... Just let it keep running, whatever. Fuck, I fucked it up. Alright, we'll just let it run for a bit. We will just let it run for a bit. So we unlocked that. Perfect. Wait, I am getting carrots now, right? Yeah, it's 79. Okay. I know, I got this little error here. Let's increase the speed. Plant entity push. We're gonna have a 6x6 farm here in a little bit. That'll be kind of crazy. Locks a tree. Alright, so we just have to let it run for a bit. Dang, it's moving really quick. It just skipped one there. It skipped that carrot too. Why did it skip that carrot? Not done growing? No, they grow super quick. Is that 100% alright? It wasn't. Oh, by the time he gets to it, it's not done growing. Yeah, it just skipped it because it wasn't done growing. Okay. We need more carrots, so we're gonna do that. So now we'll have two things of carrots. And I think because it takes longer to till, it should manage with the carrots growing. By the time it gets there, yeah, the carrots are done by the time it gets there. Okay, simple fix to that. You know what? Why not clear the whole thing? Why not just make this one also carrots? So it'll do carrots for one whole cycle. Carrots and grass every other, essentially. So we run this now. We'll have all these will be carrots, and then it'll be grass on the next one. And we'll just use our little bug to help us out, actually. Because now it can't, it tills them and then breaks them and it becomes grass. But it does still harvest them. All right. Okay, now we built up a little supply of things. We can expand it even more. I guess we'll unlock operations now. That over there. Got arithmetic operations. Comparison operations. Boolean operations. Not and or. So I tried to use not earlier and it didn't let me. I think it's because I didn't unlock it. No, all numbers in the game are floating point numbers, so all arithmetic operations are floating point operations. / is defined to just floor the number after the division. I need to unlock the variables somehow. What does this mean? All right, this is where I'm getting confused now. Operations allow you to compare, modify, and combine values. The arithmetic operations, all these random things, are used to perform common mathematical operations on numbers. Comparison operation. Yo! All right, have a good one. The result is always either true or false. Okay, so to compare, you could be like 1 + 1 is equal to 1, and that'll give a true statement. Not and or are used to combine truth values. 2 + 2 evaluates to 5. We're learning. 2 - 2 evaluates to 1. I didn't know that. For multiplication and division. Okay. So you need to do a */ to multiply and then a / to divide. Oh, wait, a star and a comma. Damn, why do you need to put... Oh, wait, no. You just need a star 2 times. Rounded down to the next integer. Oh, okay. So / makes it a whole number. I'm assuming it would be the same for the multiplication. So if I would do multiply comma /, that would be, and if it was 3 times 2.5, it would come out to 7 instead of 7.5, I think. Wait, I'm going to try that. The fuck is this all about? Comma / and... Oh, okay, wait. This is saying multiplication, comma, division, and division. Oh, okay, so I'm dumb. So there is no, what is going on in my brain? There is no rounding up or down on the multiplication side, I think. Okay. Percent is the module operator known as the remainder operator. It essentially divides the two numbers and then returns the remainder. You can also think of it as repeatedly subtracting the right number from the left number until the remainder is less than the right number. This one just blew my mind. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if I'll ever use that. I don't know if I'm ever going to need to use that. I'm so confused with that one. But I think I get it. 2 goes into 4 2 times, leaving no remainder, so it's 0. 2 goes into 5 2 times, leaving 1 remainder, which is 1. 2 goes into 6 3 times, leaving no remainder, 0. Okay, I think I do get it. 6 doesn't go into 2, leaving a remainder of 2. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Comparison operators. Equals equals and exclamation mark equals are used to check if 2 values are equal or not equal. They can be used on all types of values. So 2 equals equals 2 evaluates true type shit. It does. Wah? Yo. What do you mean, wah? Trying to learn how to code here, man. Oh. New hat unlocked. Wait a minute. Oh. A purple hat now. Delete that function. Okay. Let's keep reading. Entities.bush evaluates to false. So it's saying a bush does not equal, or a bush is not equal to a bush. That's false. Okay. Makes sense in my head, I think. 3 does not equal 3 plus 1 equals true. Okay, yeah, because 3 does not equal 4. That's true. Okay. Can only be used on numbers. They check if the left number is smaller or equal to. Okay, bigger equal to, smaller, bigger. Okay, yep. This is where my high school, middle school math is starting to pay off. Less than or equal to. 1 is less than or equal to 1. That is true. 2 is greater than or equal to 3. That is false. Yep. Okay. -1 is greater than -2 type shit. 6 is not greater than 6. Okay. We're learning, going into the brain, storing it. Wait. Let's clear again and let's run our farm while we're reading this, so we gain some things. Not false evaluates to true. Okay, so this is where it's losing me, because why would you ever write not false and not just write true? But it'll probably explain. Not true evaluates to false. Okay, type shit. And evaluates to true only if both values are true. Okay. True and true evaluates to true. Pretty self-explanatory. True and false evaluates to false. False and false evaluates to false. All right. Or evaluates to true if at least one of the values is true. Okay. True and true evaluates to true. True or true evaluates to true. True or false becomes true. Okay. So and is negative, or is positive in my mind. All right. We have learned math in Python now. I don't know what I'm going to use that for yet in this farm, but hopefully it plays a role eventually. It probably will, because I saw the preview of this game and it got gnarly. Right? There was like a sprinkler. A really fucking big farm, so. All right. I think there was a sprinkler, at least. Mazes. If a maze with a treasure in the middle. Whoa. Top hat. 100 million bones? What the fuck? How am I ever gonna get 100 million bones? A file speed. Okay, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. Why am I looking down there? I almost got confused with this 1+1. I almost got confused with this tab. I don't even know if I want to go down to these tabs. We're going to increase the yield of carrots, though. That is something we're going to do. Where do I increase the yield of logs? I want trees. Plant entity tree. Water to the plants to make them grow. That's what it was. I didn't see a sprinkler, but I saw they had a water value. So I assumed there was a sprinkler, but I guess not. And there's fertilizer. Okay. Water the plants to make them grow faster. All right. So I'm assuming trees are going to take a while to plant. So we'll plant a tree and then water the tree immediately after. Carrot hat. Nice. All right. Unlock the carrot hat. 0.25K. Okay. I think the trees are going to give us a lot of wood, right? That makes sense. So let's unlock the trees. They're a better way to get wood than bushes. They give 5 wood each. Like bushes, they can be planted on grass or soil. Pipe shit. Show. Oh. Trees like to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growing time is doubled for each tree that is on a tile directly to the north, east, west, or south of it. So if you plant trees on every tile, they will take 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. It's a long time. The percent operator can be useful here. Remember that the percent operator returns the remainder of the division. Even numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 0, and odd numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 1. So you can check if a number is even like this. Def is even, return percent 2 0. What the fuck does this mean? How is that going to help me plant a tree? I don't know how that's going to help me plant a tree. But I think it will. If I do. If I add in, we're going to change this to east. Just because I can. And then if I add in move north, again, now we have an odd number of moves and not 4 moves. So it should start making things on a triangle. And instead of our line of trees being in a straight line like this, it'll be in a diagonal like this, spacing them out evenly. And so this one, plant carrot, we don't want that. We want it to plant entities dot tree. Now let's run this. Oh, we don't need bushes anymore. Wait, I should have just replaced the bushes with... Is the tree done? Oh, the tree finishes pretty quick. 90, 100 by the time it gets there. Oh, perfect. Okay. So now we're getting way more wood. This is good. This is good, Mark. I made a steak. I made a tree. So I don't need these bushes anymore. So let's clean this up. Let's clear it. Entity bush. Let's get rid of that. So it'll just harvest. And this one, wait, do this. Control C. We'll put it down here. Control V. And this one will be plant entities dot tree. Okay, so now it should be trees in every other, and carrots slash grass every other. Oh, that is not another plant. Let's run it again. Boom. Look at that. It's in a perfect checkered pattern now, maximizing the growth of trees. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Cannot plant entity carrot on ground grasslands. Yeah, understandable. That's okay. All right. We still have very basic shit going on here. Watering them makes them grow faster. They grow really fast already. Everything already grows before I get there. So it's not like I need them to be watered. Increase the yield of bushes and trees. Fuck yeah, let's do that. Let's get a bunch of wood. Why don't we? That's gonna be expensive. Increase the speed of the drone. And the yield of grass. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, look at our farm go, guys. I feel like I've really achieved something here. Now it's starting to skip over the trees. Because they're not growing fast enough. Okay. So now we can buy this, but we don't have enough grass. So I think we just need to let our farm run for a bit. And while it does that, I'm going to eat a pretzel. I'm starting to notice our trees and carrots are not growing fast enough on certain ones. But nothing is fucked up yet. So we're doing pretty good. I'm going to take my skills, my coding skills to Roblox. And make a brain rot game and make millions now. Right. We have a lot of shit now. We'll increase the yield of grass. Also increase the yield of carrots. So we need a lot of wood anyway to upgrade these things. So I guess we'll still just let it run while we keep upgrading it. I think we've done it, guys. I think I can go make a full-fledged video game now. Look. Look at this shit. Running this clean. All right. I finished my bag of pretzels. Hold up. I need to wash my hands now. It's Dot pretzels, so it has all the seasoning on it, you know. Our farm is going absolutely bonkers. I love this. All right. What else can we unlock here? We can unlock pumpkins. I guess we'll unlock the watering function. So, plants grow faster when they are watered. The ground has a water level ranging from 0 to 1. The function get water returns the water level of the ground it is over. The growth speed of a plant scales linearly from 1x speed at the water level 0 to 5x speed at the water level 1. Okay, so it grows 5 times faster when it's watered. The ground dries up over time. On average, it loses 1% of its current water per second, but there is some random variance to this. Maintaining a higher water level will consume much more water than maintaining a low water level. Okay. You can use water on your plants. 1 tank of water is automatically added to your inventory every 10 seconds. Upgrading Unlock.watering will double the amount of water you get every 10 seconds. A tank holds 0.25 water. Call use items water over any ground to water the ground. Okay. I don't think we're going to worry about watering the ground at all as of right now. So we're not going to worry about that. We are going to increase the yield of bushes and trees. And we're just going to upgrade our water. Why not? Sunflowers and power. Power? Functions to temporarily slow down the execution and make the farm smaller. Guess we'll do this one. Oh, wait. We can't do that? Unlock at 50 gold? How the hell do we get gold? How do we get gold? I will figure it out, I guess. We need pumpkins to get down here. Okay, so I think we need to like complete majority of this down here before we start going down this rabbit hole, essentially. We have a lot of carrots. We can increase the speed again. We'll be able to increase the yield of grass here in a little bit, which is nice because that helps us increase the yield of wood. All right. Let's unlock sunflowers and power. Sunflowers collect the power of the sun. You can harvest that power. Planting them works Exactly like planting carrots or pumpkins, harvesting a grown sunflower yields power. If there are less, I can't read. If there are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm and you harvest the one with the largest number of petals, you get 8 times more power. If you harvest a sunflower while there is another sunflower with more petals, the next sunflower you harvest will also only give you the normal amount of power, not the 8x bonus. Measure returns the number of petals of the sunflower under the drone. Sunflowers have at least 7 and at most 15 petals. They can already be measured before they are fully grown. Several sunflowers can have the same number of petals, so there can also be several sunflowers with the largest number of petals. In this case, it doesn't matter which one of them you harvest. Okay. As long as you have power, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. It consumes 1 power every 30 actions, like moves, harvest, plants. Executing other code statements can also use power, but a lot less than drone actions. In general, everything that is sped up by speed upgrades is also sped up by power. Anything sped up by power also uses power proportional to the time it takes to execute it, ignoring speed upgrades. Oh, this is starting to get confusing. This is starting to get confusing. Okay, we need to remember measure to figure out how many petals the sunflowers have. It's in the brain. Remembering it. So I think we'll plant entity sunflowers. We're going to start planting sunflowers. Stop this. We're going to clear. We're going to just change one. Do sunflowers have to be planted on tilled land? I don't know. Plant. Oh, wait, that was carrots. We're going to do one of the tree entities to just be entity sunflower. One of the trees is changing to sunflowers. Sunflowers have to be on tilled. Huh. Yes, they do. Sunflowers have to be on tilled land. All right, we figured that one out. Now we're growing. Holy shit, it moves so fast when a sunflower is harvested. Like I harvest one and that's like... Alright, now I understand. Cannot plant entity sunflower on ground grass. Yep, okay. But we got a lot of shit now. We got a lot of stuff up here. This is good. This is good, Mark. BBs. The most I've ever written in code was a hello world function, right? This is like, I feel already so accomplished doing this. This is like the biggest code I've ever written. This is cool. I like this game. I spent $8 on this game. I'm glad I like this game. All right. What is that? Unlock cost. It's like a ruby. Oh, it's probably this. It's probably cactus fruit is what it is. Do we unlock pumpkins? I feel like pumpkins are gonna cause something crazy. Or let's try fertilizer. Okay. At some point, waiting for the plants to grow, it is just not efficient enough anymore. Similar to water, you will automatically receive one fertilizer every 10 seconds, doubling with each upgrade. Fertilizer can make plants grow instantly. Use item fertilizer reduces the remaining growing time of the plants under the drone by 2 seconds. This has some side effects. Plants grown with fertilizer will be infected. When a plant is infected, half of its yield is turned into weird substance. When it is harvested, weird substance can also be used on plants, which has the effect of toggling the infected status of the plant and all adjacent plants. So if you call use item weird substance on an infected plant, it will cure it. But if you use it on a healthy plant, it will infect it. Okay. If you use it on an infected plant that has healthy neighbors, it will cure the plants but infect the neighbors and vice versa. All my plants are going to be infected. Oh. Okay. I think I'm just not even going to worry about the weird substance for now, but I am going to use the fertilizer I get every once in a while when I get fertilizer, and I'm going to use it on my sunflowers. Because I don't really need power that much, but I would like to start collecting a few of the weird substances. So, use item fertilizer. So, right after we plant sunflowers, we're going to add in use items dot fertilizer. Okay. Now, if we clear this and run it again, our sunflowers should be getting fertilized. Type shit. They grow faster. Oh, okay, wait, this is the weird substance. I thought it was like a berry of some sort. Okay, but we're gaining weird substance. And once we're out of fertilizer, so it'll do every 10 seconds, we'll get one item fertilized. Nice. Perfect. Look at this, guys. Look at this code coming along. Oh, yeah. I feel like a genius right now. Yeah, we still got a bunch of these errors. I don't care. Okay. A maze with a treasure in the middle. So that's how we get the gold to unlock this, is solving the maze. But we're just going to unlock some more fertilizer to start. And we're going to... Oh, we maxed out the speed of our drone. Nice. We're going to have the yield of grass be higher and the yield of carrots be higher as well. All right. We have a bunch of water right now, too. I guess we might as well start watering plants, too, right? So, item sunflower, use fertilizer. We'll also just do... What was the function to use water? Use items water. Okay, so we'll do use items dot water. Then we should start using water on that as well. Let's run the function. And we'll look at the water level. 0.24. Okay, so the water level goes up. And it's fertilized. And we have a lot of power. We're gaining power out of this now, too. Okay. So that's good. We'll just keep that at that. The function get water returns the water level of the ground. It is over. Okay, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something here. We're gonna clear all this. So before it uses water, we're gonna do get water. And then if get water wait. I'm lost now. Turns the water level of the ground, it is over. Growth speed of the plant scales linearly from one x. So if I do, okay, wait, if I just run the get water function, get water, when I run this, quick print water level is 0. The water level of that one is, okay, wait, now let me do use items dot water. Oh, boom. Okay, so it returns the value. Okay, this is big. This is big. So quick print if I do that. But now if I have it printing the value. So get water gets the value. Clearly, duh, right? My dumbass. Okay, get water is less than 0.5. Use items dot water. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? So get water. This is not a valid statement. Okay. So how do I pull this get water value? So like it says get water, right? Where is it putting the value when it reads this? Ground get water. Get water. The current water level under the zone returns example if get water. Oh my, wait, I was so close. Do you see this? Hold up. Where's my function? Oh, I deleted it. Fuck. Yeah, I was so close though. I just forgot to put the thing. Get water 0.5. I forgot to put that. The colon, the semicolon. Not a valid statement? Maybe it's not a valid statement. Oh, if. I forgot the if. That's what it was. Okay. If get water less than 5, use item. Oh, this has to be indented. Use item water. So we run that, and it waters it. Okay. So we're going to copy this, and we're going to put this right here for our sunflower. It didn't water it. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Or okay, perfect. I can delete this. And I can delete that. Okay. Yeah, boy. Okay. So we figured that out. Now our sunflowers, we're gaining power too. This is good. Our sunflowers are now watered and fertilizer, and we're getting a bunch of weird substance. Which is, I think, pretty good. Okay. Let me clear this. I want to water my carrots as well. So, entity trees, carrots right here. Enter if get water five, use item items dot water. Boom. Okay. Now it's gonna water carrots as well. Type shit. Except I have 2 functions for carrots, don't I? Yep, down here. We're gonna copy that. And we're gonna do it down here. Oh. There we go. Now we run it. I was wondering why this one didn't have any water. Now they all should all have water. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Actually, I like it on this side. Yeah, I like that. Okay. It's getting big, guys. Do you see this? We're right. We typed all this. Damn, son. Okay. And it's doing this. That's the craziest part. Okay. Sorry. Like, this is crazy to me. All right, now we just let it do its thing for a little bit, I guess. I want to water trees as well. Actually, I want to water trees. I'm gonna water everything. Why not? Trees. There we go. I'm gonna water trees. Yeah, the trees are growing super fast now too. Okay, perfect. Water the entire farm above level 0.5. Type shit. We are losing power now, though. That's okay. We don't need it to be max power. I'm fine with losing a little bit of power here and there. It's just not going to move at this fast, you know? Okay. Dang, dude. writing fucking, what is this? Like, this might be like 30 lines. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, now we just need to let it run for a wee bit. Oh, wait, actually, I can unlock... Wait, what was this? A maze with treasure in the middle. Let's unlock this. Okay, let's start reading. Okay. Items.weird substance, which is obtained by fertilizing plants, has a strange effect on bushes. If the drone is over a bush and you call use item's weird substance amount, the bush will grow into a maze of hedges. The size of the maze depends on the amount of items weird substance used. The second argument of the use item call without maze upgrade using an item weird substance will result in an NXN maze. Make a full field maze. What is it? What is an NXN? Guys, I'm getting scared. Okay. Plant entity bush substance equals get world size. Time. What? Wait, it lost me. But it also... Okay. So to make a full field maze, plant entity bush substance equals get world size times 2 num unlocked unlocks maze minus 1. Use items weird substance. What the fuck is going on? This... What? Okay, so it's saying this right here is this. So what's getting put in right here is all of this. So get world size. So it's going to give us a number for the world size, which is 4 by 4, 16. So get world size 16 times 2, 32. I don't know what this means. This is like times. Num unlocked unlocks dot mazes. Num unlocked mazes. Minus 1. I don't know. Okay. For some reason, the drone can't fly over the hedges even though they don't look that high. Skill issue on the drone's part. There's a treasure hidden somewhere in the hedge. Use harvest on the treasure to receive gold equal to the area of the maze. For example, a 5 by 5 maze will yield 25 gold. Okay. If you use harvest anywhere else, the maze will simply disappear. Okay. Get entity type is equal to entity treasure. If the drone is over the treasure, the entity's hedge everywhere else in the maze. Okay. Mazes do not contain any loops unless you refuse the maze. See below how to reuse a maze. So there is no way for the drone to end up in the same position again without going back. You can check if there is a wall by trying to move through it. Move returns true if it is succeeded and false otherwise. Can move can be used to check if there is a wall without moving. If you have no idea how to get to the treasure, take a look at hint 1. It shows you how to approach a problem like this. Using measure anywhere in the maze returns the position of the treasure. X, Y equals measure. Okay. Dude, this is a lot of info. I think these mazes might be out of my jurisdiction right now, but we're going to try. For an example, for extra challenge, you can also reuse the maze by using the same amount of items/weird substance on the treasure again. This will collect the treasure and spawn a new treasure at a random position in the maze. Each time the treasure is moved, some of the maze's walls may be randomly removed. So reused mazes can contain loops. Okay, so loops are hard, I guess. Note that loops in the maze make it much more difficult because it means that you can get to the same location again without moving back. Reusing a maze doesn't give you more gold than just harvesting and spawning a new maze. This is 100% an extra challenge that you can just skip. It's only worth it if the extra information and the shortcut help you solve the maze faster. The treasure can be relocated up to 300 times. After that, using weird substance on the treasure won't increase the gold in it anymore, and it won't move anywhere. So hint one. Create a maze and imagine that you are the drone. Think about how you would try to find the treasure if you were in the maze. Write down your strategy step by step so that someone else could follow it without thinking. Now try translating your steps into code. As long as there are no loops, all the walls are really just one large connected wall. If you follow the wall, it will lead you through the whole maze. This approach requires very little code, and you do not need to keep track of where you have already been. Around 10 lines of code is all you need, okay? Okay. Instead of moving the drone in an absolute direction like east or west, it can be very useful to move the drone in relative directions like turn right or turn left. To do this, you need to keep track of which way the drone is currently moving. The drone never actually rotates, but you can still keep a virtual rotation in code. The following index trick is helpful for this. Direction equals northeast, index 0. Okay. I don't get that. Use %4 to allow it to rotate around the circle so that after west it wraps back to north. Yo, chat, I'm getting so fucking confused right now. Index equals index plus 1% 4. To turn left, index minus 1. Move directions. If you can't solve it, you can always make your life easy and do it less efficiently. Solving a 1x1 maze is trivial. A 1x1 maze. Okay. We're just gonna minimize this and put it down here because I'm gonna come back to that. That was a lot of words. I don't know if I'm ready for a maze just yet. More drones. Spawn drone task. Top hat. 1 billion? Whoa. 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 This is endgame then. That's endgame. 100 million bones. What the fuck? Okay, I think it's time. Let's unlock that. Unlock that. Faster trees. Do I want to expand the farm? This also clears the farm. Okay. Okay, wait. Let's stop. Let's stop that. Let's expand the farm. And if we run our function again, it's going to be complete random chaos. But it still works, though. Moving too fast for me to figure out what's happening here. Why is it skipping over this center part? But it's getting watered. Figured it out. Because of this right here. it skips one. So now if we run it, still skips a few because of the move east. So I need one more action in there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move north. Enter. If can harvest. Harvest. We wanted to do that, obviously. Harvest. And then I guess now's the time to unlock a pumpkin. All right, let's unlock a pumpkin. Planting them costs carrots. When all the pumpkins in a square are fully grown, they will grow together to form a giant pumpkin. Unfortunately, pumpkins have a 20% chance of dying once they are fully grown, so you will need to replant the dead ones if you want them to merge. When a pumpkin dies, it leaves behind a dead pumpkin that won't drop anything when harvested. Planting a new plant in its place automatically removes the dead pumpkin, so there is no need to harvest it. Can harvest always returns false on the dead pumpkin. Fuck. Can harvest returns false on a dead pumpkin, but I need to harvest it anyway. The yield of a giant pumpkin depends on the size of the pumpkin. A 1x1 pumpkin equals 1 pumpkin. A 2x2 pumpkin yields 8 pumpkins instead of 4. Whoa. Whoa, so we want... So we want them, the bigger the pumpkin, the better. It's a good idea to get at least 6x6 size pumpkins to get the full multiplier. It means that even if you plant a pumpkin on every tile in a square, one of the pumpkins may die and prevent the mega pumpkin from growing. Okay. So this will be main farm code. Okay. Let me shrink that down. Oh, wait, I lost my maze. What? I just realized it's not down here. Oh, it is down. Put that right there for now. And we'll come back to it. Okay, main farm code. We need to get the main farm working again. Just to AFK. And then we'll set up a pumpkin code and then we'll paste it in here somewhere. But we need to make sure the pumpkin code works. So move north. If can harvest, harvest. We have one entity for trees, one for carrots, one for sunflowers, one for carrots. Do trees. Shit, I forgot. Yeah, plant. Plants. Entities dot the enter if get water greater than 0.5 that use use item parentheses items dot water. Boom. Okay, so our grid is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we need to add in one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need to add in one more thing. which will be the pumpkins. So it'll be move north. If can harvest. Why am I doing spaces? If can. Fuck. Can underscore harvest. Okay, there we go. We'll do that for now. Harvest. So this one will just be a basic harvest one right here. So now we have five functions. Okay. And then it moves east, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 east. Six. Sorry, it's going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's just try it. Oh. Yeah, it works. Okay, and then we get grass here, even though all these will become grass anyway. You know what? We're going to make it so it doesn't retill the thing. So for our caret entities, wait, let's just run this so it tills a few things. New one. So if till harvest. Trying to check if the function till is true. This is the function objective itself, not the function return value. Did you mean to call the function with the call? Yes, I did mean to do that. Oh, there must be a colon after that. Okay, so if till harvest. Wait, till is the action. What am I doing? Okay. How do I check? Oh, fuck. Okay. Built-in functions. Get world. Can harvest, can move, change that, clear, do a flip, get water, pet the piggy, plant, use item, till, tap, range, measure. No, that's for the maze. Can move, change that, clear, do a flip, get water, get world size. Grounds, soil. Call till turns the ground into soil. Calling till again changes it back to grassland. Default. Break, debug, continue for living. Pet the piggy, do a flip, get plant. Tap. Fuck. Up. Mazes. Where would it be in? Where would be like a check ground operation? Oh, okay, wait. So I need to write a code that says if no, because it can till when it's tilled and it can till when it's not. Fuck. Okay. Set it in caret somewhere, right? Plant entity caret till calling till against. Change it back to grounds.grassland. Okay. How do I see? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Can harvest, can move. There's no can till. Examine? I don't. If ground dot soil. Wait. If ground dot grass. Till? Ground has never been defined. You must assign a value to the variable ground. Grounds. Grounds.grass doesn't exist. Oh, wait. Flat. It's called like flatland or something, right? Soil. Grounds.grassland. Yeah. Grounds.grassland. You tried to call something that is not a function, a common mistake. Type of ground and not a boolean. Use it as a condition on its own. Get ground type. See, that's what I was trying to figure out. Was it get ground type? This is how you can check for the type of the ground under the drone. Okay, that's what I needed. Get underscore. If is it grounds type or ground type? If grounds dot grassland enter if grounds dot grassland till get grounds type has never been defined. Okay, so it's ground type. Error needs to be a colon. Yes, of course. Error. Oh, I was wrong. Unlock sense must be unlocked before this can be used. Do I not have the ability to do this yet? Oh, you know, I bet you it's something. It's this right here. Oh my gosh, it was going to tell me how to do this. Okay, let's delete that. It's going to tell me how to do it. Okay, this still works. This still works. We don't want to fuck with that. All right, let's unlock it then. This is what we needed. Senses. The drone can see now. The function get POS X and get POS returns the current X and Y position of the drone. At the start position, they are both 0. The X position increases by 1 every tile towards east, and the Y position increases by 1 every tile towards north. Num item returns how many of an item you have. For example, num item items hay returns how much hay you have. Get entity type and get ground type returns the type of entity or ground that is under the drone. Do a flip if you are over a bush. If get entity type entity.bush, do a flip. Okay. See, now we're unlocking. This would have helped us. I didn't know I had to unlock this. The none keyword is also unlocked now. None is a value that represents that there is no value. For example, a function that has no return statement will actually return none. Get entity type returns none. If there's no entity under the drone, if you want to find out how many of a particular unlock you have, use the num unlock function. For example, num unlock.speed will return the number of speed upgrades you have. Okay. Num unlocked parentheses unlocks.sense will return 1 if senses are unlocked and 0 if they are not. You can also use num unlocked on items, entities, or ground. This will return 1 if it's unlocked, otherwise 0. Be careful, num unlocked unlocks carrots will return the number of items it was unlocked / upgraded. Num unlocked item carrots will only return 0 or 1. Same for other plants. Okay. So now we'll do if can harvest, if get entity type equals entities dot carrot harvest. Harvest plant entity if get water to use item water. Okay. Now sorry, we'll run that. And so now I only did this on one function, but they should stay as carrot. And then I'll need to do this to all the other functions. If entity carrot. Oh, fuck. It's a capital H. Clear. Let's try this again. Okay. We've done it. Okay. Perfect. So now, pause this, clear. So this, Control C, goes in front of this. It's right there. Boom. And then we'll rewrite it for the tree, for the sunflowers. Trees don't need this. for sunflowers. Till so if entity type equal to entities dot sunflower, boom, harvest. This is so Chad, make you an AI girlfriend. Dude, Jimmy, I'm learning how to code, bro. Yeah, what? I found this game on Steam. It's actually fun as hell. Wait, okay, harvest plants.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Plant entities dot. Fuck, wait, what was I doing here? Just plant entities dot sunflower. Sunflower. And then enter dot rate a pantry. What are you saying? I'm saying I'm like skinny, dude. What the hell? Wait, how do you spell fertilizer? Holy shit. Yeah. Fertilizer. That could be wrong. Fertilizer. No, we're good. Okay. And then if get water is dude, you've been subscribed for 15 months, Jimmy. This is it said it's based off of Python. This is what it's teaching. You're my biggest fan. That's actually not true. Retro Moon has been subscribed for 30 plus months. Okay. Get water. If that is less than 0.5, which is what's needed for it to have a speed boost, then use items dot water. Okay. Entities. Entities dot fertilizer doesn't exist. Oh, it's items. It's items dot fertilizer. Items. There we go. Okay. This should, when I run this, it should do my whole farm. Jimmy, you ready for this? Get that Nick stick out of there. Bro, chill. All right, here we go. Went to farm. And so my problem was when it would come back around, it would break the tilled ground. It shouldn't do that anymore. Now that I just fixed this. Let's see. Fuck. Wait. Plant. The one argument of plant was item fertilizer. This is not a valid argument. Use item. There we go. Okay, let's clear it. Start again. Now this should work. I got a race condition, buddy. What is a race condition? Something's fucking up with the sunflowers. This shouldn't be happening. Why did it just do that? Wait. Why did it just do that? Okay, so we get to the sunflower. So it moved north to get to the sunflower. If get entity type sunflower, harvest. Plant entity sunflower. Use item fertilizer. If get water, use item water. If can harvest. Is it growing that fast? How is it growing that way? There's no way it grows instantly while it's planting the fertilizer and shit, is it? Oh my gosh, I think it is just growing fast enough. What is happening? I don't know what's happening here. Two things happening at the same time? Want to play Deadlock? I don't have Deadlock. I don't know if it's free or not, too. Want to play Heelys if we don't make a play on Smoil? What do you mean if we don't make a play on Smoil? I'm not on Smoil. Okay, wait. Two things happening at once. But it goes down the line in sequence. So when I plant this sunflower, it shouldn't be harvestable instantly, I don't think. Okay. I'll leave it at this for now, actually. Shit, I fucked it up. It has to start from the beginning. Okay. All right. It's running. It's running. I have a little bug right here. Cannot plant entity sunflower on ground grasslands. Yes, I know I can't do that. But I don't know why it's becoming the ground's grassland. Like, it doesn't do it on all of them. It only does it on some of them. New hat unlocked. Oh, type shit. I unlocked the sunflower hat. All right. I'm going to let this run. We didn't make the play. Damn. I'll hop on Heelys in like 15 minutes. I want to do this for a little bit longer. And I've only been live. I've been live for 2 hours and 10 minutes. So once I get to like 2 hours and 30 minutes, I'll hop on Heelys. Okay, we'll just have this run how it is right now. This is decent. Okay. I'm okay with this. Minimize that. Let's maximize this. Now let's figure out pumpkins, because pumpkins is gonna be a whole new ball game. Planting them cost carrots. Yeah. A 1x1 pumpkin yields 1 pumpkin, but I need to make a big pumpkin somehow. I need to make a 2x2 pumpkin, essentially. So I don't need 2 rows of carrots going, I don't think. So I guess I'll get rid of 1 row of carrots. I don't need 2 rows of trees either. So maybe I'll get rid of a row of trees and a row of carrots, and this down here will all be pumpkins. Actually, no, I still need grass growing. So it'll be grass, trees, carrot, that pumpkins will be up here. We won't have these carrots and trees. So we'll have a 2x2 pumpkin there, a 2x2 pumpkin there. Okay, perfect. That should. But pumpkins die, it said, and it doesn't get picked up by the needs to harvest thing. It always returns false. So I'm gonna stop this real quick. Okay. Clear. Pumpkin code. Now let's figure out pumpkins. So when I started out to make the loop, while true. Okay. While true. And geez, that pumpkin does not exist. Pumpkins? What the fuck is going on here? Entities.tree. Entities dot pumpkin. Right? What did I do here? Plant entities dot carrot. Yeah. Oh, wait. What? Not plant entities pumpkin on ground grass. Oh, it has to be tilled. Oh my gosh. So dumb. Okay, wait. I was like, why can't I do that? Till. Oh, fuck. Okay, we have a pumpkin. Fuck, you know what? I'm just gonna do it in here. Trees, carrots. These last two. I'm gonna have it move north after it checks things. So wait, it already does. I just need to get rid of that one. Okay, so I do this. And it should be grass at the end here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Perfect. And then so these last two need to be the pumpkins one. These two need to be the pumpkins. Okay. So it'll be plant. entities dot pumpkin. Dude, I'm getting so confused now. T pumpkin. Do that. So we do, if we clear this and run it, am I spelling pumpkin wrong? I am. There's a P. Has to till. If get entity ground type equal to and or sorry, grounds dot grassland till, okay, and then plant entity pumpkin. So then if get ground type equal grounds dot grassland, of course. Wait. Till. Okay, wait, clear. Okay, it's working, but we have the dead pumpkins, and now we have to deal with the dead pumpkins. But we need these big pumpkins right here. This is good. This is good. Okay, so now we have these big pumpkins. So we'll clear it. So if get ground type ground dot grass till. Fuck. What am I talking about? Let's see, pumpkin. That's that function. So before the plant function, we need a if harvest. Wait. If can harvest, that's what it is. If can harvest harvest. Wait, no. If get entity type equals entities dot dead pumpkin harvest. And then I forget pumpkins. Yeah, the can harvest on the dead pumpkins returns false, so I can't run a can harvest function on the pumpkins. But the yield of the giant pumpkins depends on the size of the pumpkins. A 1x1 pumpkin yields 1 pumpkin. A 2x2 pumpkin yields 8 pumpkins instead of 4. This is a good idea to get at least 6x6 size pumpkins to get the full multiplier. Yes, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 2x2 pumpkins for now. This means that even if you plant a pumpkin on every tile in a square, one of the pumpkins may die and prevent the mega pumpkin from growing. Yes. They have a 20% chance of dying. So, how do I go about figuring out if it's a big pumpkin to harvest or not? So, I need senses. Num item returns how many of an item you have, for example. Okay, get entity type, get ground type. The non-keyword is also unlocked. Get entity type. If you want to find out how many of a particular unlock you have, for example, no, that's not what it is. You can also use, no, that's, okay, wait. If I just run this, of course, there was no dead pumpkins. Nice. I just need to see if it harvests a dead pumpkin. There we go. Pumpkin died. Let's see if it harvests it. Perfect. So it gets rid of the dead pumpkins, and then they all grow into big pumpkins. When harvested, measure 7. Because that's such a big measurement. Holy shit. When harvested, give. How do I decipher if it's like big enough pumpkin? Like, that's a big ass pumpkin, you know? Okay. Ground type, grassland, entity, dead pumpkin. Harvest. If it's a dead pumpkin, harvest it and plant a new pumpkin. Okay. So now I'm running so many if statements in this thing. I feel like this is not right. If get entity underscore type entities dot pumpkin, enter. Fertilizer 4, get entity type, get ground type. How do I measure? Like, okay, let me clear this. Okay, the measurement for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters long of a measurement, and this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is the small one a bigger measurement than the lost, guys? If when if harvest greater or equal to 8, harvest. Guys, it works like a charm. Okay, stop it. Stop. Yeah, clear. Okay, now, because I think I'm getting better at this, I'm gonna figure out why these are getting grass in them every once in a while. I don't like that. I don't like that. So let's find our sunflower here. If get entity type entity sunflower harvest plant entity sunflower use item fertilizer. If get entity type, entity sunflower. Oh wait, no, that does need to be there. There we go. Okay. And then if grounds, wait, if get ground type equals entities dot grounds dot grassland till. If get entity type sunflower harvest plant, is that fertilizer? Okay, wait, sorry. Clear. Start it from the beginning. Now we should have just solved the problem of those sunflowers randomly becoming grass. Type show. Okay. Now that that's running. Just cover up our farm real quick with this. So let's read. Variables can be thought of as named containers that can hold a value. The equals operation is used to declare a variable and store a value in it. Variable underscore name equals value. The left-hand side of the operation is the variable name. You can give it any name you want. The right-hand side is an expression whose resulting value will be stored in the variable. Declare a variable name A and store the value 5 in it. A equals 5. Declare a variable name B and store the return value of can harvest in it. B equals can harvest. Okay. Do not confuse the equals operator with the equals operator. The equals operator checks whether two values are equal and returns true or false. The equals operator assigns the value on the right to the name of the left. After a variable has been assigned, you can use it in the code to retrieve the value it contains. A equals 5 for I in range A. Do a flip. What the hell does that mean? The above loop is executed 5 times because A is set to 5. Oh. Wait, so that's how you make it do things multiple times. You can give it any valid variable name. Variables also let you do the same thing with a with a while loop. A equals 5, I equals 0. While I is greater than A, do a flip. I equals I plus 1. This does the same thing as the for loop above. We just have to increment I manually. Note that to increment it, we set it to be its own value plus 1. Change the value of a variable based on its previous value is something very common. It can be abbreviated using these operations. Plus equals minus equals. Okay. I equals I plus 1 is the same as I plus equals 1. Okay. I am so lost now. I don't know what the fuck I just read. But I like this here. I think I like it at least. All right, we're just gonna not worry about that for now. Make your own functions. This is cool. Define, do 2 flips, and then in it is do a flip, do a flip. Okay. And then do 2 flips. Plants equals entity dot grass, entity dot bush, entity dot tree for P in plants. Plant P. Move north. As I'm starting to get confused. Timing. Let's make everything grow faster. Why don't we? Yes. Wait, if I expand 6 by 6 to an 8 by 8, holy yikes. All right, guys. I spent a lot of time on this. I'm going to clear my plot. This is crazy. I'm learning. I'm slowly learning, but I've been live for 2 hours and 45 minutes now, so I'm going to end my stream. I know this was probably a boring one if any of you guys were actually watching, but this is to fulfill my wants. This is something I've always wanted to do, so if you guys find it interesting, obviously let me know, but this is more for me and I thought I would just stream it to see if anyone else was interested, but yeah, honestly, it's a super cool game. I really fuck with it right now, so next time I play it, we're going to figure out this maze right here for sure. And then yeah, wait. There's a maze event you can do that I just lowered the tab because I'm not ready for that yet. You have to like you can't move your drone has to move on its own through the maze. I'm not ready for that yet, so we'll figure that one out later, but dude, this game was sick, so love you too, Jimmy.